There are a number of cameras on the market that overheat, especially if you're shooting in 4K. Today, we're going to take a closer look at an external fan made by Ulanzi that can potentially help extend your shooting time if you are shooting in 4K. If you've been tuning into my videos lately, I've been talking a lot about this external fan. This particular one is made by Ulanzi. I use this for my Sony a6700. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about how the Sony a67 overheats, I'll leave a link to that video down in the comments and probably up here on the screen somewhere. But either way, I get a lot of questions about this fan, so we're going to take a closer look at this today, including a couple of tests to see how long you can actually shoot with or without this fan, and also just give you a rundown how it works. So it's pretty simple. You can charge this via USB-C, and it just has this little spring right here that allows you to fit this onto the back of your camera. This particular external fan, you turn it on by just holding in that button, and then if you click it once, you're going to get speed 1. And if you click it twice, you're going to get speed 2. It does have a battery life indicator here on the front. And this device does generate some fan noise. So if you are using a shotgun mic, you might be able to hear the fan. So I do recommend placing a microphone further away from whatever camera you might be using with this fan. So this is pretty simple. The way it works is you just take this spring-loaded arm and you just place it into the back of your camera like this. And it's pretty sturdy. I mean, you can shake it around. I wouldn't get too wild and crazy with it. But you can see right here, it does extend the back of your camera out. And the other thing is you cannot close your screen all the way if you are utilizing this external fan while you're shooting. But if you're like me, I normally have this out anyways. It helps to cool the camera, even if you're not using the fan. And you can still tilt the screen and pretty much place it at most angles that you would use on a video shoot anyways. This fan is made out of aluminum, so it is very sturdy. I wouldn't worry about dropping it too much. I would say that the weakest part is this spring-loaded arm right here. But that's also made out of aluminum and it's pretty sturdy. So I think that the build quality on this external fan is pretty good. So the big question of the day is, do these fans really make a difference? So I did a couple of tests. Now, mind you, this is the room that I'm shooting in. It is not temperature controlled. This isn't a 100% scientific test, and I only did 2 tests. One shooting in 4K 60 without the fan, another one shooting in 4K 60 with the fan in mode 2. That means that's the higher mode. And so you can make some assumptions here that because I'm using mode 2 on the camera, the battery life on the fan is going to be shorter than if I use mode 1. And then also we can just take a look and see how much longer you can potentially shoot if you use this fan. And I'm also going to be testing with the Sony a6700. So the way that overheating works in Sony cameras is there's a couple of different settings. You can have a low tolerance for if your camera might overheat. This means that this overheating indicator light might turn on a little sooner, and your camera might not reach higher temperature levels. So I go into the camera and update the setting to give it a higher tolerance. Now what you're seeing right now is the initial test. This is the Sony a6700. I am not using the external fan. I'm shooting in 4K 60, and here is the point in time where that high temperature indicator light turns on the camera, and then ultimately it just automatically shuts off at this point in time. As I mentioned, I have created a video that gives you some other pointers to help extend your recording time if you shoot in 4K using a camera like the Sony a6700. We can also safely assume that if you're shooting in 4K 30 or 4K 24 frames per second, that you can probably shoot for a longer period of time if you're shooting in 4K using this camera. And now you're looking at the second test where I'm using the external fan. I am using the second mode on this external fan, which means it is producing more cooling effect. The fan is essentially just running faster and creating more wind flow or airflow into the back of the camera. And at this point in time, the overheating indicator light is turning on the camera. And at this point in time, the battery on the fan is going to stop working. And ultimately, the camera is going to shut down at this point in time. So does this external fan make a difference? And can it potentially extend the recording time on your camera? I think the answer is yes. Now, again, I'm only running these 2 tests, and we can make a lot of assumptions with these tests, but I'm going to go ahead and say that even if I turned the fan onto mode 1, the battery life on the fan's going to be longer, and it will potentially extend the recording time on this camera and keep it cool for maybe a longer period of time. It also depends on your environment. I live in Las Vegas, so I do shoot in higher temperatures outdoors sometimes, but this is a way to not only run the fan while you're recording, but if you get to a point in time where your camera is overheating, you can place this external fan on your camera just to help speed up the cool down process. And there are a number of different ways that you can use this fan. As of the recording of this video, this Ulanzi external fan is going to run you this amount of money. And in my opinion, it's worth it. It's worth it. This is small in size. You can throw it into your camera bag. If you find yourself in a situation where you want to extend the shooting time on your Sony a6700 or any other camera that might overheat while you're shooting, then I think it's worth it to pick one of these up. As you can see in the tests, it definitely does the trick. So if you enjoyed this video, before you head out, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you enjoy videos like these, I invite you to subscribe. And thanks as always for tuning in, and I'll see you again in the next video.